Hello everyone and welcome to OTT 501. This is an odd time, I guess, we talk about online learning where there's all this heightened concern about health issues. So I guess a lot of the issues that we're going to be talking about in this class are very, very relevant in terms of working with students in an online setting. Maybe that means that you are teaching an online course, or perhaps you are forced to teach an online course if you don't have access to your students. For most of us, it means that we probably teach our students day to day, and we're going to talk about tools that we can use to facilitate learning outside the classroom, even if we do see our students every single day. So, by the way, I'm Ron Kotlik. Most of you know me. I'm the professor here at the EdTech program. I'm also the director of the EdTech program here at the college. But I'm also a teacher, a high school teacher at Clarence High School, where I teach history. I teach 11th graders. I teach American military history. But we will do some get-to-knows later, and I share some more about myself in that get-to-know as well. So let's get started. I'm really excited to work with everyone. So we're using Schoology. We're not using Desire to Learn. Desire to Learn is great for the college level, but most of you are in this program or in these classes to learn how to teach students more effectively in a K through 12 environment. So many K through 12 schools and districts use Schoology as their main learning management system for face-to-face meetings, and also certainly to extend learning beyond that outside of the classroom. Okay, so with that said and done, let's talk about what we're going to do today. So hopefully with this video you're able to join Schoology. In my email I did send out the directions how to join Schoology. Here are the direction sheet. You go to Schoology.com, create an account. If you already have one, that's fine. Sign up as an instructor or a student, and then click on courses, my courses, and then this is the join code for our class. And hit join courses. Okay, so this was given to you as a direction sheet, so hopefully you can find that all fairly easily. If I just kind of scroll over here, there is the join code for the course, and whoops, sorry about that. And as I just lost all my stuff here, and then as I just showed you, you go to, once you log in, you go to courses, you go to my courses, and then you say join a course, and that's where you enter in that particular information. So let's get back to what we're doing here. Okay, so first thing I ask you guys to do, always look at the syllabus. You can certainly read it over, and this course is, again, as I mentioned, a lot about how to access students beyond the classroom, whether that means that you're teaching the face-to-face environment, or if that means that you are teaching in an environment where you are expected to kind of only see your students online. So I think that's an important part here. Sorry about that. I'm having some problems here getting all my things activated here. There we go. Okay, I want to get another screen up on the other side. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. So there's the course description. So this is some things that we're going to do together as a group. You can certainly read through all of this. We do a lot of different things, a lot of hands-on practical applications. So one of the things that we do in this course is that we do post to Schoology well-developed text-written posts. We also make video posts, so we can also see each other and interact with the video dialogues and video replies. So we do a lot of that. Video is a wonderful tool in online learning. And things like what I'm doing now, creating a screencast, is an essential tool, and we do all of this in this particular course. Okay, so those are requirements. Usually we have posts due on a Wednesday, and then replies are due by the following Sunday. So we kind of run on like a weekly schedule like that. So you can read through all of this. Sometimes we have things that are called deliverables. That might be written work or deliverables, something that's beyond just a text post. Oftentimes I have you create something. I really want this to be hands-on, that you're creating materials that you can use with your students or your own professional situation immediately. And that's really important for us. And those are usually due on Sundays. Here's all the incomplete policy, the plagiarism policy, the grading policy. This is the rubric for a formal written deliverable. So you can read through that certainly. And this rubric is really important for us for discussions, okay? So when you post to Schoology, we're doing very well-developed posts, which I'll talk about in a moment, in multiple paragraphs, using a lot of the source material, quoting the sources, APA references, both parenthetical and a works cited at the end. Excuse me. Just a sneeze. Anyway. So that's kind of what we're doing with this particular class. All right. Now, this will be sort of the schedule, and we can modify it, but we get into a virtual get-to-know this week, looking at a little bit of what Schoology is, looking at some of the historical context of learning, which is really important. Then we get into different aspects of online learning, designing an online course. You're actually going to do that. You don't have to design a whole course, but even like a unit or a module, and that could either be for a particularly an all online setting or something that you want to do with your own students. So we get into a lot of different aspects, okay? There are the Schoology and also Turnitin directions. Those are at the end of the syllabus, also separate as a separate sheet. We also use Turnitin.com to submit some written works or final projects, and those are the directions how to do that. Why is the password Fort Niagara? Fort Niagara is a wonderful fort up in Niagara County on the mouth of the Lake Ontario where the Niagara River meets that. And I used to work there many, many years as a British soldier. So it's a little bit of my history background, which I love that place very, very dearly. All right, so let's get back to Schoology. So there's this folder here called Action Sheets. I always give you an action sheet, and action sheets are posted here, but they're also posted in each module as we go through those. So here's the first action sheet. And this is usually how I open up our videos every single week, is I have this action sheet where I ask you to watch a video that's linked right here on the Google Doc. I'm going to ask you again to read the syllabus again very carefully. If you have any questions how to use Schoology, we put a little video here for you to help you learn how to use Schoology. We also have a lot of Canisius College databases that you can use to find articles for this course, and that's all in the course setup materials folder. So this first week is an introduction about what is online learning. So you're going to read the materials in that folder. So let's go into that folder. It's the way I always set it up, so it's very consistent. So here's the action sheet, and here's the materials folder. So in that folder, I give you a lot. Now here's a lot of stuff. First two articles are older articles, but they're classics. Park and Bach were like these innovators in online learning, and they get into some really interesting aspects. I still want you to be aware of these guys. But then we're going to read carefully a book. Every week we'll read a few chapters in it. This is the entire book called Tech Variety. I'm only having you read a certain amount of chapters in it. But if you want to download the whole book, this is it right here, the whole entire book. But if you don't want to download every single week, like here's the preface, kind of broken up for you, the introductions and so forth. And these are great because they give you so many wonderful hands-on, practical aspects. And usually I don't use a textbook for my online courses here in the program. This is the only course where I actually use one, and because it's good and it's a couple years old now, but it's still really relevant, and they're always coming out with new aspects. So please, that's what we're going to be using together. So go through those materials. I know it's a lot. Do your best. Read smart, read carefully, but also read smart. And our first discussion is due this time on Friday. I know because we don't have a lot of time with the course just beginning to get rolling here. So hopefully I'm making this video on a Friday. Hopefully you're able to access this all today. It gives you kind of a week to get acclimated. But here's how we usually do this. This is also on the action sheet. So after you read the materials, I want you to make 2 posts. So please listen carefully. Those of you who are in the program know how to do this. If you're new, I want you to be sure you know what I'm talking about. That's why I give the Schoology symbol and a symbol for Flipgrid, which is a great tool, which I'll get to in a moment. So Schoology, you're going to read all this, and you're going to develop a well-developed text post to Schoology. What I mean here is you go into the discussion, and you can type your discussions right in here, but be careful. You got to turn on the spell check, and I always warn students that sometimes if you type right in here and you accidentally hit the back button, you're going to lose everything. So I always encourage students to type the responses either a Word or a Google Doc, then copy and paste the text into the box. Please do not just upload a file. I don't want that. I want the text of the response here. Okay, so you do that. Also, though, after you've done all that should be APA cited and parenthetical citations and really nicely developed posts. But then I also want you to go to Flipgrid. Flipgrid is a great online video chatting tool that's made for education. It's made for the K through 12, even beyond that. College students, graduate students are using this. We use this tool a tremendous amount in the ed tech program. So after that, you go to Flipgrid and you just kind of make sort of a video post about what you said in your written post. You don't have to read it word for word. If you want to talk more casually or more sort of, in a less formal way, like you would in class, that's certainly fine. Still bring in some great examples. And you make that video post. You're kind of max around 5 minutes unless you want to make another video post. Now, you can access that post in a variety of ways. You can click on this link right here. It'll take you right to Flipgrid where you log in, either a Google or an Office sign-in, or if you have the app on your phone, just scan the QR code and it takes you right to it. So I can kind of just quickly log in. I'm already logged in here, so this is what you actually kind of see it. The action sheet is also linked here for you in 2 spots if you want the action sheet right from Flipgrid. And then you just click on the response. And you log in with Google. And I'll use my Canisius account here. And I gotta move the one camera over because it's blocking my laptop camera, but here we are. So now I'm on Flipgrid again. So it's really fun. Just hit the record button, or you can actually hit these little dots and upload a video if you already want to do one in a different way. You could add like fun filters and text on the screen, stickers, drawings, a whiteboard, photo stickers. You could upload aspects that you want to, upload a video. It's really kind of neat. Just hit record. And you can put in like little sticky notes here if you want to give yourself some thoughts to talk about. Show the topic, kind of brings up the topic again and the action sheet, which is just kind of fun. All right, we turn that off. And all you do is hit record. And then when you're done, you hit stop and you make a little selfie. You can decorate the selfie with stickers and fun things, kind of like a little Snapchat sort of filter, and you post it. And that's it. Really easy, super fun. And this is where we're going to reply to each other, and I'll reply to your post here as well too. All right, so there we go. That's Flipgrid. So that's all due by Friday. Then by Sunday, you're going to go back to Flipgrid. There's another discussion. This is our get to know. Just post some things about yourself. You know, who you are, what's your experience, what's going on in your life. Do you want to share? It's great, just so we can kind of get to know each other in an online course. We're going to learn that one of the most important things in an online course is trying to create an environment where people feel that they're connected, that you're not just sitting in some computer by yourself, just texting people that you don't know, you don't see, you don't hear. And this is important. We do a really good job of this in our program, with our EdTech program, where people get to really know each other, not just sitting in a sterile computer environment. So that's due by Sunday. Also register for Turn It In and reply to other students' posts on Flipgrid. So go, and their get to know. So reply to people's get to knows. I know some people might not be posting until Sunday. Go back to it on Monday or Tuesday. Reply to people's get to knows. Reply to their discussion posts, okay, from Friday. That's really important. 2 or more posts, you need to reply to them to get full credit on your discussion rubric. So be aware of that, okay? So let me go back to Schoology here to kind of wrap this all up. That's where you posted your discussion. The rubric is all here on Schoology for your discussion. I actually grade this rubric, so you'll see this all marked up. If you're missing anything, I make note of that for you. All right, and this is just a reminder to do the get to know. You really don't post anything here. It's just a reminder. It's all on Flipgrid, and the reminder to register for Turn It In. All right. One more thing on the syllabus I should have mentioned, how to get a hold of me the best way, obviously through email. Or you can certainly call me or send me a text, and I posted all those numbers right there for you at the top of the syllabus, okay? All right, so if you have any comments or questions, please let me know. I'm really looking forward to getting to know everyone and working together over the next 8 weeks. All right, take care. Bye-bye.